Everyone in the back can hear me? Okay. Everyone in the front can hear me? A little louder. Can you turn this up a little bit, please? You the sister or you the mother? Almost look like twins. Nice. Thank you for joining us, oh mother. So, there is a song, because we're supposed to be talking today about the appearance day of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I would like to let you know who he is and what he's all about. Since we're going to have one of our bigger celebrations coming this coming Sunday. So we want to make sure that you get to know a little bit more. And then of course we can always have dialogue. So whatever I say, you're welcome to question me and challenge me, disagree with me, and object to anything and everything I say. Please feel free. And I would be happy to have a dialogue about this beautiful topic of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. The song is Gauranga. You can look it up on your phone. This is a perfect opportunity for you to use your phone. If you just go to the One-Eyed Guru, it's called the Google Guru. And if you just type Gauranga Bolite Hoge Pulaka Sharir, and if you do not have it, you can see it on the TV screen. So this song is a beautiful song written by one great saint named Narottam Das Thakur. Most of these prayers are written by different saints who are contemporary or close to during the time of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Sing it really slow so you can try to follow me. Can you all see the screen? Would you like to follow? It's call and response. You can try. It's very poetic and it's a language called Bengali. It's a very poetic language. Who here knows how to speak Bengali? Raise your hand. Oh, only few. For those of you who do not, it's a language of romance. It's a language of poets. And I think the Indian national anthem is in Bengali. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes. So the great country of 1.4 billion people, the national anthem is in Bengali. So it's something. So now we're going to sing this beautiful song by Narottam Das Thakur. And very poetically he glorifies who this Gauranga Mahaprabhu is. I'm sorry, Prabhu, I couldn't hear you. Janagana Manavati is not written by Bhaktivinoda Thakur.
Rabindranath.
Rabindranath Thakur, yes.
Tagore.
Gauranga Balite Have Pulaka Shari
hard or is this easy? Too easy? Is it too easy? Should we make it more complicated? Or make it more simple? Okay. Gauranga Palite Hame Pulakasarira Hari Hari Bolitena Yanin Havenira Gauranga Palite Hame So let us quickly read the translation to this beautiful verse. There should be a wireless mic. See if it's there. So if you're not able to find it, I will read it. You'll have to tolerate me. When is the first verse? Oh, it's there. Would someone like to read it?
Yes.
Please read. I would love to hear you read it.
I
Please.
just wanted you to read. I'm sorry.
We'll have a mic, please.
No, sorry.
No, anyone can read, please. Bhava Mai.
Hare Krishna. When will that opportune moment come to us? When will there be shivering in the body as soon as we chant Lord Buddhanga's name? While chanting Hare Krishna, when will there be tears in the eyes? When will I obtain the mercy of the Lord?
Let's do one at a time. Can we do one at a time? So we can try to understand what's going on with tears in the eyes. And otherwise it might get a little too esoteric.
When will I obtain the mercy of Lord Nityananda Chandra? When by His mercy will the desire for material enjoyment become very insignificant?
Thank you. Can you just hold on to the mic for a second? And you can give it to that little girl right there. She raised her hand. Let her read it. Please read it.
When the mind is completely purified, being freed from material anxieties and desires, then I shall be able to understand Vrindavan and the conjugal love of Radha and Krishna, and then my spiritual life will be successful.
Now you got to tell us your name. Dusha. Beautiful. So let's go over this. One more to read.
When shall I be very much eager to study the books left by the 6 Goswamis headed to Srila Rupa Goswami and the Sri Raghunatha Dasa Goswami. By the instruction, I shall be loving to properly understand loving affairs of Radha and Krishna.
Beautiful. What about this little one? You wanna read? Danya, you wanna read? Okay, Danya, you can read.
My only observation
You want to read?
is this page Lotus feet. There are 6 Goswamis. 6 Goswami. The Goswami. Sri Das. Swami. Das. Three places the same. The Lotus feet.
Good job, Danya. Excellent. Okay, I think we're officially done with this song. Let's just let's go to the first verse one more time. When will the opportune moment come to us when there will be shivering of the body as soon as we chant Lord Gauranga's name? Let's see if this works for us. Can you raise both your hands? Let's see if your body shivers. Any of your body shivering here? It takes some practice, is what this verse is supposed to let us know. So, this is a very deep prayer by one of the saints, Sri Narottam Das Thakur. He is explaining that once we chant the name of Gauranga, Gauranga means molten gold. Who here does not want gold in their life? Raise your hand if you don't want gold. Raise your hand if you want gold in your life. Be honest with yourselves. You don't have to be honest with me, with yourself. Everybody wants gold in their life. And the significance of gold is that it is the most valuable metal that there is. It's the most valuable object that there is. So as Narottam Das Thakur is explaining this song, he's explaining to us the most valuable possession that we can have in our life is Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And why is he making such a bold statement? For young guys, is that beautiful girl. And for a girl, is that beautiful boy. And then when you finish school, is that career in life that you work really hard for. And then once you get to that job, then you want to see how high you could get to that position. And ultimately you want to be the top in that field. So there's continuous ambition of getting to the top. So here Narottam Das Thakur is saying that the topmost achievement in human form of life is the attainment of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And this is not just spoken by Narottam Das Thakur, it is also spoken by many, many other saintly personalities that came in India 500 years ago and 535 years ago, and prior. There is a song, I don't remember which Acharya writes, this song, Bhaja Gauranga, Kaha Gauranga, Laha Gaurangera Namare, Jejana Gauranga Bhaje, Seho Amar Pranare. You want to sing that song with me?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Where's our Mridanga players? It's a very beautiful song. Give me a rhythm. Bhaja you start like this. Bhaja Gauranga. This is
Anonymous.
Anonymous. Ah, that's interesting. For the longest time I kept thinking this was Acharya Prabhu. Do you know who wrote this song? I was thinking it was, for some reason I was thinking it was Sri Nityananda Prabhu or Haridas Thakur, because when they were doing Namahatta preaching, so they were going around and asking everyone to please chant Bhaja Gauranga. Yes.
It says Lord Nityananda originally chanted.
Yes. Thank you, Gita Mataji. Haribol. So Nityananda Prabhu is personally saying, Bhaja Gauranga, worship Gauranga. Kaha Gauranga, please chant Gauranga. Laha Gauranga, please accept Gauranga. Bhaja Gauranga, Kaha Gauranga, Laha Gaurangir Nam, the name of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Jai Jana, those personalities, Gauranga Bhaje, worship Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, they become my life and soul. Imagine this, Nityananda Prabhu, you become very dear to him when you chant the name of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So who wants to be dear to Sri Nityananda Prabhu? So if you want to be close to Sri Nityananda Prabhu, then you must chant Gauranga! So this is the lesson that Narottam Das Thakur is saying. We have to adopt this mood of understanding that the real essence of life is to accept Gauranga Mahaprabhu as our life and soul, as our most precious possession in life. I want to go a little deeper in this, if you don't mind. Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu is considered to be the most precious. Why is he considered to be the most precious? Because, in this world nowadays, we want everything in a package. You want a package deal. And when we worship Radha and Krishna, you get two. When you worship Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, you get two in one. So it's a special deal for Kali Yuga that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought. I think Gita Mataji was mentioning in one of the classes that we like package deals, we want a deal. And this is the special deal. This is the special deal that is only available in this Kali Yuga. That you get two in one. And this is another, of course there is more depth to it, but just keep in mind that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if we just take shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then there's nothing else that we need. So let's go to the next verse. The previous song. The second. So yes, the day we can purely chant the name of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, your body will tremble in spiritual ecstasy. When will I obtain the mercy of Sri Nityananda Chandra? When by His mercy will the desires of material enjoyment become very insignificant? So, very important principle here, that in order to get Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we have to go through Sri Nityananda Prabhu. And why is that? Because Nityananda Prabhu is the original spiritual master of all the living beings. He is the Adi Guru. Some people think Adi Guru is Lord Shiva, some people say Adi Guru is Lord Brahma, some people say Adi Guru is so many gurus. In India, I was told when I was in Rishikesh, every year I go take American boys and girls on pilgrimage to India, and we go to Rishikesh, and the hotel that we stay at, I notice every year we go, in the back of the hotel reception, they have a different picture of a guru. And I was wondering who is the guru for this year. Every year they have a new guru in the hotel reception. And they told me the guy's name, which I don't want to mention. And the manager said, I asked the manager, who is this personality? He said, you don't know about the guru manufacturing plant? And I said, what is a guru? He said, Guru Factory, sorry. He said, you don't know the Guru Factory? And I said, no. He said, India is the factory of gurus. We manufacture gurus for the whole world. And I said, oh. So, and Rishikesh is one of the centers where they manufacture gurus. But here, we see all our acharyas are very clearly explaining that Sri Nityananda Prabhu is the Adi Guru. And only by obtain the mercy of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, only when you have the mercy of the Guru, of the spiritual master, then only your material desires will become insignificant. Why is that? Because when you have that relationship with the spiritual master, then everything else in this world matters little less, because that relationship is so deep. When there is a deep spiritual relationships, then the material connections become a little bit more diminished, become smaller and smaller. So that is why you'll notice there is a lot of emphasis in serving the spiritual master. That when you serve the spiritual master, your desires, material desires, will start to dissipate and become smaller and smaller. Because that deep connection that you have with the spiritual master is coming from Sakshat Hari. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains, Sakshat Haritvena Shamasta Shastrai. That the Guru, the spiritual master, is Sakshat Hari, is the personification of the Supreme Lord, of Hari. So therefore, when you become close to the spiritual master, then your material desires become insignificant. Here, Sri Nityananda Prabhu, when you obtain the mercy, Nitayar Karuna Hole, Braje Radha Krishna Pave, Dhara Nitayar Charana Dukhani. So if you have the mercy of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, you must try to grab a hold of his lotus feet as tight as you can. Then you can get the mercy of Radha and Krishna and Vrindavan. So this is the mercy of Guru. Otherwise we'll be stuck with material enjoyment. When the mind is completely purified, being free from material anxieties and desires, then I shall be able to understand Vrindavan. So every year we go to Vrindavan also. And to understand Vrindavan, who has been to Vrindavan? Raise your hand. Who has not been to Vrindavan? Raise your hand. Those of you who have not gone to Vrindavan, you should make it your life's mission to go to Vrindavan once. And when you go to Vrindavan, don't go by yourself. You must find someone who has seen Vrindavan. Because when the mind is completely purified, being freed from material anxieties and desires, then I shall be able to understand Vrindavan. Because you will not understand Vrindavan with your eyes, with your mind and your senses and your intelligence, good luck. When you go to Vrindavan, you will see traffic, chaos, coexistence to an extreme, because everybody is sharing the streets. And it's tough, it's really tough on the mind. I struggle a lot when I take every year, I take 50 plus students to Bharatavarsha on a pilgrimage. And I prepare them 1 month in advance. In fact, now I'm preparing them 8 months in advance. What it means to enter into Vrindavan. Because you will never see Vrindavan with your eyes. If you think you can see Vrindavan, you have been to Vrindavan and saw Vrindavan with your eyes, you maybe have missed something. Because Vrindavan is something that needs to be seen with the eyes of the heart. And the eyes of the heart, they're described in the Brahma Samhita by Brahma, our creator. He says, Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena Santa sadaiva hridayeshu vilokayanti. See, Santas, the saints, hridayeshu, they are seeing with the eyes of the heart. And the eyes of the heart are anointed with prema, with love. The mascara that we wear is insufficient to see Vrindavan. So the eyes of the heart can actually see Vrindavan. And the eyes of the heart is accessible to us when we are freed from material anxieties and desires. Imagine, I was thinking when this girl was reading this translation, material anxieties and desires. You know, devotees also have desires. And it's very interesting that these desires can be purified and purified and purified to an extent, to such an extent, that you just live simply for the service of the Lord. So you just simply exist to be engaged in the service. So you almost become desireless. Because that desire to remain connected to Krishna is your natural constitutional position. You don't need to have an extra effort to desire to be with Krishna. You don't need to you don't have to make an effort to desire to be with Krishna. It is your constitutional nature. So this is very deep when he's talking about we have to be free from anxieties and desires. Because as life explains, desires, 8,400,000 species of life, will continue to have desires. That is something that will never leave us. Mind, intelligence, and false ego are the three elements, subtle elements that continue to travel from one body to another. That never disappears unless we attain our eternal spiritual destination. And then we'll be able to understand Radha and Krishna. And then my spiritual life will be successful. Okay, next one. I wanted to sing 3 songs, but I don't think we can get through with it. Yes, when shall I be very much eager to study the books left by the Goswamis? When shall I be very much eager to study the books? It's very pertinent in our lives because all the sages, they're really, when they write their books, they actually put their heart into the books. They are revealing their heart, their spiritual ecstasies in the books. And it is very hard for us to study the books because we don't want to get into that spiritual ecstasy. We want some sort of other ecstasy, but not the real ecstasy that is there when the sages have poured it out into this powerful esoteric Vedic texts. So when shall I be very much eager to study the books? So that itself requires an intense spiritual desire to get into the spiritual ecstasies. Okay, can we go next? My only aspiration is to attain the lotus feet of the Goswamis headed by Sri Rupa Goswami. So Narottam Das Thakur, my only aspiration is to attain the lotus feet of the 6 Goswamis. This is generally the desires of those who are in the spiritual path. They're always thinking how to remain as close as possible to saintly personalities. This is the quality of a swan. The swan, they're always going out seeking nectar from every single beautiful pond where the lotuses are growing. And so they just swim from one lotus flower to another, one lotus pond to another, collecting nectar. And that is what Narottam Das Thakur is showing us in his beautiful poetry. That it is so important to always seek the essence, seek the truth, and that truth is accessible to those who are actually tasting the truth. And that also we understand, the sages, Srimad Bhagavatam in the 3rd verse, Nigama kalpatarur galitam phalam sukhamukhadam ritadava samyutam Pivata bhagavatam rasamalayam. The drinking the nectar is accessible because the sages are actually continuously tasting that nectar. And they have access to it. And so therefore they can share that nectar with you. That's what Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Krishna se tomara, Krishna dite para, tomara shakati ache. This divine love is yours. Only you have access to it and you can share that with me. So this is the humility that we need to cultivate, that is presented by Sri Narottam Das Thakur. Sri Narottam Das Thakur Mahashaya ki Jai. We were supposed to have 2 more songs, but we are going to have to end it here. If there's any questions or comments, anybody would like to add? Anything not clear? Okay. So no questions? Nityalila Gaurangi Mataji, what is the book score? Yes, Danya. Please tell me, how can I serve you?
So, why does Krishna...
Can you give her the mic? Can you give her the mic? She's speaking so beautifully. The mic disappeared somewhere around here. Danya has a question, so let us listen to it.
So, why does Krishna kill Vedasara?
Why does Krishna kill what asura?
Vyomasura.
Bhaumasura. Vyomasura. Thank you so much, Danya. Beautiful question. Let's give this girl a... Actually, Krishna never kills. When Krishna supposedly kills them, he takes their soul and he takes it with them to the spiritual world. He takes them to his eternal spiritual abode. So that is so cool. He just takes them back home, like where they need to be. Like we are here, and this is not our permanent home. You are a little princess now, and then you become a little older princess, and then one day you will become a big princess, and then you have to go back to your original home, and that is with Krishna. And so, then you have to leave this little princess behind, and you have to attain your spiritual princess identity in the spiritual world. And that is the goal of life. And so what Krishna is doing is Krishna is helping us by giving us our spiritual identities back. So when he's killing these demons, those are his little pastimes. Like you go play with the little monkeys when you go to Vrindavan. So Krishna plays with the demons, like that. But it's a beautiful question, Danya. Thank you.
So based on her question, I have another question is that we always see the asuras, they get mukti by Lord, and we, like the common people, they don't get the mukti that easily, or they don't get it. So, and every asura soul is being taken to the spiritual world, as you say. Why?
Yes, beautiful question. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he also laments. He says, Ashura Shakal Paila Charan Vinada Thakila Boshi. In his songs, Gopinath songs, series of Gopinath songs, Gopinath Mama Nivedana Shunu. He explains that, Krishna, what have I done? All these Ashuras, they have all attained your lotus feet. Ashura Shakal Paila Charan. They have all attained your lotus feet, and me alone, I'm sitting here. What's going on? What have I done? Look at my misfortune. So your question is very valid. And the way Bhaktivinoda Thakur also answers in the songs is that he explains that we have the opportunity to also attain the lotus feet of Krishna. Not only all the Asuras. The lotus feet of Krishna, attainment of the spiritual world, is everyone's birthright, not just the Asuras. When we do deity worship, Archana, when we learn deity worship, you'll notice that when we enter the temple room, you have to chant 2 mantras on each side of the doors to deghost the temple room. And I was a young child when they were teaching me this, and I was thinking, why should there be ghosts inside the altar? And my teacher explained that Krishna is the father of all living beings. Everybody has a right to be with him. Why only you and me? Why not the ghosts? So therefore, we also ask them, please, now your time is up. It's time for us to go and do some seva. So this spiritual world is accessible to each and every one of us. And it is our birthright, and we must claim it. And we must work towards it and make it our goal in life. So this is a short answer to your deep question.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. So, we have Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Nate Prabhu, can you raise your hand? So Nate Prabhu is our full-time book distributor in this temple. He has given up his material life to dedicate his life for book distribution. You may be wondering, what is this young, handsome, intelligent boy going out in the streets and asking people to buy these books? And the simple reason is because Srila Prabhupada, the founder of the Hare Krishna movement, he wanted his disciples, his students, to pass out knowledge. In India, we do something called Vidyadan. Who has done Vidyadan in India? Raise your hand. Shastradan, anyone? India?
Yeah.
No. You don't know what, who knows what Shastradan is? Raise your hand.
Books for others.
Vidyadan, Annadan. Oh, Annadan, some of you know. So giving out knowledge is considered to be charity in the mode of goodness. His Bhagavad Gita explains charity in the mode of goodness. So when you give this books, what you're literally giving them is path to liberation. Because these books have changed the lives of hundreds of millions of people since time immemorial. And this is why this is considered to be timeless, this ancient texts. And Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita is written by Krishnadas Kaviraj, and he writes beautiful, beautiful pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he explains it in detail. I didn't get into the Leelas because sometimes I feel that it's good to know the philosophy behind the Leelas. So here you'll find all the deep meaning of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance and all the details there is to know. So Nate Prabhu, he goes out every single day. And how many sets do you have? He said he has unlimited. And how much are the sets? What is your target?
20 sets by Gaura Purnima.
20 sets of Chaitanya Charitamrita by Gaura Purnima. Do you think it's possible? I'm telling you, I have studied these books. From the age of 5, I've been studying these books. And it's very deep. And it's so deep that once you go in there, everything in this mature world becomes very easy to understand and very easy to cope through life. And you'll always be able to remain calm and peaceful throughout every junctions in your life. So, Chaitanya Charitamrita, how many sets do you have left? 20 sets more? Or total 20 sets? Total 20 sets. He goes out every day, he has a mission. By Sri Gaura Purnima Maha Mahotsav, he wants to give out 20 sets. If you're not able to read it, you can sponsor it and he can distribute it on your behalf. Am I correct? Some people who can't. Okay, what is the price? There's no price for it. I know, it's priceless. As I said it already. What is the donation base?
It costs us about $99 to print the books. So that or more is a very generous and appreciated donation. Otherwise, just give from the heart whatever you can. And
this is the cheapest deal I've ever seen in my life. When I bought it, it was more expensive than this, huh? $99 for how many books is it? 7, right? 9. 9 volumes Chaitanya Charitamrita.
better than Harry Potter.
Better than Harry Potter. So who would like to have who does not have a set of Chaitanya Charitamrita in your house? Raise your hand. You will have Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in your house. Raise your hand, don't be shy. Who doesn't have Chaitanya Charitamrita? You can raise both hands.
Don't be scared. Chaitanya.
Okay. Who would like to have a set of Chaitanya Charitamrita?
Where is it?
Okay. Can you give us your names?
Sharanya.
Sharanya, and your sister's name?
Ravya.
Ravya. Sharanya and Ravya. So we're going to do a little kirtan for these 2 girls. Anyone who buys, we'll do a special prayer for them. Where's our Mridanga players? Ready? Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda 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 Jaya Chaitanya Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Chaitanya Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Chaitanya Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Chaitanya Chandra So one set gone to Sharanya and Ravya.
Haribo!
So will you please come and pick up the set from him, and if it is too heavy for you to carry it, make sure he carries it on his head and he'll bring it to you. Okay, who else? You're getting it at the cost price because of Gaura Purnima, $99. Anytime you buy this, you're going to pay at least $150.
Well, Chaitanya is begging to come to your house.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is begging to come to your house, Nate Prabhu. Anyone else? One set of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, the ones who don't have it. Narayani! Everybody! Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda 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 Jaya Chaitanya Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda 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 Okay, one more set of Chaitanya Charitamrita. I have not Danya? Gita Mataji. Mother Gita, you want a set of Chaitanya Charitamrita? Okay, Gita Mataji. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Jaya. Okay, our 3 sets of Chaitanya Charitamrita gone. So we have 17 more sets of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants to come to your house before Gaura Purnima. Who does not have Chaitanya Charitamrita in their homes? And you're just paying the cost of the book printing. There's no profits on this. So anyone else for Chaitanya Charitamrita? Prabhuji, please give us your name.
Jiten.
Jiten Prabhu. Let's give Jiten Prabhu. Shri Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Jaya. One for who? Krishna. One for Krishna. He's our Mridanga player. One Chaitanya Charitamrita set for Krishna. Everyone. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Jaya. Krishna.
Krishna.
Krishna wants a set. Krishna wants a set. Who else would like a Chaitanya Charitamrita in their homes? And the prayers of all the devotees to go with it.
I'll take one for my Bhakti Vriksha. Somebody will take it.
Okay.
Haribo!
So one for Jagannath Krishna Prabhu. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya
One is for Radhika and Nandadulal.
One for Radhika and Nanda Dulal. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya. Thank you, Prabhu. Haribo.
Haribo!
Where are we at now? Any more? Gaura Purnima is coming. You want to have Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in your house.
This is a, like he said.
Anyone else is thinking about it? Is $100 for a whole set of Chaitanya Charitamrita too much?
I'm getting chastised for how little we're asking.
Okay, anyone else want Chaitanya Charitamrita? Yes, please tell us your name. Shabut, you're from Bengal? আমি খুব খুশি আপনি Chaitanya Charitamrita নিচ্ছেন. Very happy. So Shabut, let's chant for Shabut. Jaya Jaya carry this book on your head all the way to Sabuth after the program. You know where he is seated? Yes, that is Sabuth. Anyone else for Chaitanya Charitamrita? Anyone else for Chaitanya Charitamrita? Chaitanya means consciousness, supreme consciousness. Charita means character. Amrita means the nectar. You have the nectar of pure transcendental spiritual consciousness. Who wants that? You already got one. Who wants the set of Chaitanya Charitamrita?
We also have Bengali.
You also have Bengali. You have Urdu? Okay. So, we're going to thank you so much for your patience. How many sets do you have?
8 sets.
8 sets. So 12 sets are still available?
Yes.
Yes.
Please come and see Nain Prabhu and he will make sure that you get a set of Chaitanya Charitamrita. If you don't have one, I recommend it. And I actually also have 2 sets of Chaitanya Charitamrita Srimad Bhagavatam, just in case I find someone that needs it, I just give them the spare one. So I always like to have my own personal stash. Because you need to have your stash because one day you may need it. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going to come your way. Okay, so thank you so much for your patience. We're going to have our next Arati. So I'm going to call out your name if you don't mind to come and perform the Arati.